Okay, so these supports that were back here that are supposed to like hold the wall out were what was in the way of the bed sitting back flush against the wall. So we cut off the bottom portion of that so that the bed can basically sit underneath it like that. And then screwed it up a little bit so that it fills this gap up here, because now it's going to be, like, this is going to be visible from inside the bedroom, because the wall that used to sit in front of it like that, we're going to move to the back of it, which is going to make it flush with the actual back wall, and make it just a lot easier to work with, because then everything will be square. So we're going to screw this part. We're basically going to connect these two out here first, like that, and then put them both up, screw this one to the wall, tuck this side in here, and put the trim piece on. And ideally, it looks amazing and is perfect and easy, and we'll see how it goes. And of course, over here on this side, where the wall is going to be sitting across here, it sits back far enough that this wonderful bundle of wires is going to be pushing it out. So, not a big deal. We just take this ring off and smush the wires, spread them out a little bit, and it'll be fine. But another thing to do. And there we go. Just kind of split the bundle up into those two and just pushed and smushed it down, and now it is a lot flatter than it was before. So those screws right there is where the thing's going to be mounted, and the wall will be right there. So I think it's going to work. All right, so we have, this is the left wall. So looking at the back of the bus, this is the wall that goes on the left side. So we've got the support beam screwed onto the back of it. There we go. Now, and we're gonna go hope that it fits. It did not fit. I think the issue is right over here. So I lined it up at the top and at the bottom, and in the middle it's got this bubble. So I think that bubble is what's keeping it from fitting perfectly, so we are going to, I think, router that off. I think that'll work with a flush trim bit, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so most of it went fine. The router just kind of sits along here like this and slides along, but when it got two little screws like that, it couldn't keep going, so I had to just kind of take the screws out one at a time so that it could slide across. But it's all flush with the wood, so we're gonna go fit it again. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's just so perfect. It never works out this well. That fits well up there. This goes right down flush along the wall the whole way. Woo! It falls off sometimes. And it lines up with the trim thing bracket. The trim piece just kind of like pushes into that. Anyway, it fits beautifully. Couldn't have done it better myself. here it is. So the bed frame can now go all the way across. I think it's even tipped back a little bit now, which is just fine by me. And nice and flush up against that. Wires are nicely tucked away. The ceiling will help hold that out of the way as well. And we got this trim piece here. And it's really, I'm really happy with that. There is the driver's side of the, oh no, of the bed support thing, bed frame, for the underbed storage. Yay. Yay. And Andy's working on edge banding, which is now beautiful. Oh no.
Knots and hose.
So it used to look like this everywhere, and now it looks like this everywhere, and it's beautiful. Yay. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have this piece put together, not actually attached to anything yet, but it's in. And I left off the end of it because there's this lovely little gas tank inlet for where we fill the gas tank. So I wanted to be able to measure that. So let's see if I can set you up to where you can watch me do this. So I have this piece to go over the gas tank inlet, and this piece is going to connect up here, but I didn't know this distance down here because that back corner was just confusing and I didn't know really where to measure from. So I just left this piece open so that we could just set this in here. I have this now placed where it needs to be in relation to the tank.
And that gets it flush to where it's supposed to be.
We've got 8.5 inches. There we go. All right, so that is all put together. We are not connecting the back corner yet. That's still loose because we're going to put down the vinyl flooring first and then put these on kind of right after. So we'll roll that out, tape it down, I think, with like official vinyl flooring tape, and then we'll put the walls of the storage up and screw them down through it to kind of hold it in place. But we want to have all of those made before we do that. So we've got 2 down, and let's see. So we've got 1, 2 down, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left to go. It's okay, they get smaller and smaller as we go, so not too bad. Say that again. Say it feels good.
It feels good.
It feels good. Because we've got like all of the edge banding on. So
Like to the touch.
yes.
Awesome.
Everything feels good. That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you would not know that that's
Not solid wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want it smooth so we don't pull it off when we pull stuff out of the cabinet.
Yeah, so we're gonna have like clothes up here. Oh my gosh, that is like butter. Wow. We're gonna have clothes in here, so reaching in and pulling them out, we didn't want anything to snag anywhere, and it will definitely not snag. So this is the edge banding, comes in a roll like this, and then you put it on here, and then this is the trimmer that
I didn't end up using.
we didn't end up using, but if it did work, it would be on like this, squeeze, and then slide it along. But why didn't it work?
Our edge banding was just barely touching, hanging
that's
over
right.
the edge, so I just sanded it down.
Cool, that works.
Sometimes the trimmers for edge banding can grab onto the grain and peel the grain, and then you'll get a split and have to redo it. So getting to avoid the trimmer was actually kind of a gift.
Awesome.